Hello and welcome to CNBC TV 18 special coverage from Davos 2022. I'm Shireen Bhan, and as you can see, we're here at the Karnataka Pavilion. 6 Indian state governments are representing India here, trying to draw in investors and investment. Joining me today to talk about the Karnataka story and what the state of Karnataka has to offer is the Chief Minister, along with the Industry Minister and the Information Technology Minister. Thank you very much, Mr. Bommai, for joining us here on this special conversation.
Nice meeting you in Davos.
Nice to meet you in Davos as well. As I pointed out, you've got a fair amount of competition here between Indian states. Right next door is Maharashtra. You've got Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh as well. So, how do you position Karnataka, which of course has been known as the IT hub, but how do you reposition Karnataka today?
The very fact that along with the Indian pavilion, we have got the state's pavilion, that is emerging situation, the global emerging situation where Indian role has become much more important than ever before in economical growth. The second is the emerging situation within India, where the states have been aggressively proposing their states in such a way, showcasing them in such a way that all the investment should come to them. It's a good, healthy competition. It's a most welcome competition.
It's a welcome competition, you're saying. So what is the pitch that Karnataka is making to global investors? I know that you've had a series of meetings with global investors, the likes of Nestle, Schneider, etc. And you're, of course, meeting. Yes, you can name more of them if you like. But the IT story is well documented and is well known world over. Besides IT, what is it that you're
Karnataka
telling
has
investors?
got much more than IT. IT, of course, has caught the world imagination because of its performance over the last 2 decades. And along with IT, at the side of IT, BT has grown, biotechnology has grown immensely in Karnataka. And especially the R&D in BT, where world-renowned companies are already working in Bangalore. And other than that, we are very, very strong in manufacturing, which is our traditional strength, right from 40s and 50s. Then the next one is aerospace.
Yes.
Aerospace is one area where you can't think of it without Karnataka and Bangalore. We've got presence of HAL, NAL, and to add on the defense sector, DRDO, which is in a very big way, and every year the investment is going exponentially. And then we are into sustainable energy, renewable energy, electrical vehicles, semiconductor, you name the next generation sectors. Already Bangalore and Karnataka is already pitched into it. A lot of other states are grappling to pitch.
You talked about a whole bunch of sectors that you hope to build out, just as we saw the IT story being built out. But outside of incentives, because every state is going to say, we'll give you land at this much, or we'll give you subsidized power and so on and so forth. Subsidies can only go so far. Outside of that, what is it that you're going to tell investors that you're going to be able to offer?
The real serious international player in any sector, certainly you look beyond subsidies. The core strength of Karnataka is our technical knowledge hub, technical skilled manpower, and ever growing technical upgradations, both within public sector and private sector. And we got 400 international renowned R&D centers in all the fields, in all the niche fields. You name it, it is there. Therefore, the real player will come for the technical knowledge and technical R&D and technical based manpower, human manpower.
The talent.
Yes, talent.
The plan, of course, I understand, is also to try and build industry outside of the main cities. So Bangalore is already saturated in terms of what the infrastructure is going to be able to deal with. I know Hosur and so on and so forth are also focus areas. Textile corridors, biotech is something that you spoke of. How are you linking this also to the aspect of job creation?
Yeah.
How are you linking investment to job creation?
See, as I said that we are getting two major policies done. One is on the upper level, that is R&D. We are going to incentivize the R&D achievements. The second one is we are going to come out with the employment policy. So in that employment policy, we are going to encourage the people who give maximum employment to all sections, skilled, unskilled, and all sections of the people should be employed. So therefore, we are going to incentive them also.
But will that be local reservation, as we've seen in the case of Haryana, etc., where 75% has to be local population?
See, any state which invests all its resources expect a minimum courtesy so that their boys and girls are employed. So we have got a policy for the locals also. That doesn't stop from the people coming. In fact, highest number of outside state employment over the period of 3 decades is in Bangalore and surrounding Bangalore. That's how it's now a cosmopolitan city, unlike other cities which they are now talking about competing with us. So we have got a very good work culture, very good ecosystem where the policy is live and let live.
Okay. You talked about the semiconductor space, and of course we just saw Semicon 2022 being kicked off by the Prime Minister in Karnataka, and the hope is that this will be a sector that will draw in large scale foreign direct investment. One MOU has been inked so far. What next?
See, many more MOUs will come. That's the next thing. That is once again because of the technology. We have already got semiconductor fab units in different sectors, but good semiconductor complex is coming now. Thanks to the policy of our Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, he has put the semiconductor into a mission mode now, and he has come out with a very big package and policies, and we have also added our policies, and a lot of people are coming for the technology where they can easily put on the shop of semiconductor without any fuss, without any starting problems. So it's a very easy and smooth way of transforming the technology in India. So a lot of companies have shown interest. They have signed one MOU, and other people are showing interest. We have been talking to them.
Well, let me get the Industries Minister to comment as well. Sir, as I pointed out, every state government at this point in time is trying to attract both foreign direct investment as well as domestic capital and domestic investment at this point in time. Every state has an EV policy. Every state is now putting different kinds of or similar policies in place. What will be the big differentiator to your mind as you move forward?
Karnataka, one state, many opportunity. Last government, our Honorable Chief Minister gave us a very good budget. Then we announced the good policy also, new industrial policy, nowhere in the other state. Now we are bringing every time, is there any new concept? We are bringing the amendment for the policy. We have one district, one product we are announced, where the raw material is available. We are giving that product to that district. We are balancing that one. Every time our Honorable Chief Minister is review the every alternate weeks. This is a more support to the investors. Not only that, our FDI, foreign direct investments, last 1 year, all 4 quarters were the number 1 in the country. Almost 42% investment is coming into Karnataka. Like semiconductor policy, we are the number 1 in the state in the country. We brought the policy. Not only that, this is aerospace and defense. We are the number 1 in the country. Already phase 1, it is completed in 2008 to 10. Now we started phase 2 also in 3,000 acres. Already it is hot cake. Globally, all big players are investing in Karnataka. That is particularly in Bangalore. Like that, other all parks, it may be the semiconductor, in automobile sector, then gems and jewelry, other textile also. Like that, all over Karnataka, they are investing more. That's 100%. In 2010 and 12, we conducted Global Investors Meet. It was grand success. Now this year, November 2nd, 3rd, 4th, we are conducting our leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister. 100% it will grand success. Our Honorable Prime Minister is coming for the inauguration. Other like Ratan Tata ji, like Harshal Mittal, then Anand Mahindra, Gautam Adani ji, Mukesh Ambani, like that. More than 100 big players are coming to the Karnataka for their investment. It will grant success.
The other concerns of the industry is red tapeism. You know, in one sentence, if I allowed to be put up, is in Karnataka there is no red tapeism, there is a red carpet.
There's a red carpet that's being rolled out. The red carpet was rolled out for the IT sector many decades ago in Karnataka. So as you look ahead, Mr. Ashwin, you know...
Now it has been rolled out in all sectors.
In all sectors.
Including the futuristic sector.
Yes. So, you know, you've got a very vibrant startup ecosystem in Karnataka, and the expectation is that it will continue to build momentum and get more robust going forward. What will be the specific focus areas as far as you're concerned?
Probably in all the sectors, the startups have been, you know, wherever they get an opportunity, the startups will begin and they establish. Probably in that direction, there have been a lot of opportunities, and more so providing a lot of solutions. The startup means wherever there is a challenge, it's an opportunity. Probably in this direction, the startups have been working and they've made a huge difference, probably providing a lot of solution in all the segments, in all the areas. They've been doing extremely good job, and we are trying to sustain and, you know, gain more momentum, and we are trying to provide more acceleration. Probably we are trying to collaborate across the world through the Global Innovation Alliance, and as well as across the country also. Indian Innovation Alliance also we've been promoting, and we are trying to have no boundaries. We are trying to work across the universe and across the country with one cause, to improvise the way we have been living, and we are giving topmost priority for the quality of...
The quality of living. You said you're going to be rolling out the red carpet for investors across different sectors, not just the IT sector. What about the citizen of Karnataka in terms of what we can expect using technology, e-governance to ensure that the quality of life improves? Infrastructure is a big constraint and a big challenge. How much is that going to be a focus for you?
See, look here, as far as quality of life in Karnataka, there are two issues. One is a governance issue into that, and another is the motivation of the people is the another issue. These two can trigger the quality of the growth. So now we have brought a lot of innovation in our e-governance also. It's not just e-governance, e-files. We have got Bangalore one, where all the services are done in one place, and another one is in Grama one, where all the services are there in one panchayat. All the services are there. We have made life very easy as far as government needs, certifications and other things are concerned. The second is the DBT systems, which our Prime Minister has taken a lead, so that there is no leakage for the programs what we do for the poor. And I'll tell you that we have developed a software called Fruits. This is regarding farmers, this thing. And all the information of 67 lakh farmer families are there. And any program we make in the farm, horticulture, other sectors, we can easily implement it within a week's time, and it reaches the people. So similarly, we have got a software done long back on Bhumi and Kaveri and lot of other things. So in the IT solutions are there for the people also. BT solutions are there for the people also. And secondly, the motivation of the people, that's what we are trying to do, is, see, 30% of my population is involved in our GDP growth and per capita income contribution. Now, there is a vast section, 70% of a section, they are just doing all their working for the livelihood, sustainable livelihood. So I want them to be also economic contributor. So we are giving them financial support, technology support, product support and market support. It's a complete package, and we are doing it in a large scale, especially for the women and women for the downtrodden. So the large population will be involved in economic activity. For me, economy is not money. Economy is people and people activity. The more the activity comes with the people, then the economy automatically grows. So that has been my this thing, and that's also will upgrade their living standards. And thirdly, I am involving youths now in a big way to come out with their technical knowledge, with their skill power, and be entrepreneurs. He has started one this thing that don't be a employee, be an employer. So that is the spirit which we are working. So all this put together, there is a kind of a lot of buoyancy in the minds of the people, and we have got programs on the anvil as well as on the ground, and we have all, for example, highest number of FPOs, farmer produce organizations are there in Karnataka, and they are very successful in Karnataka. I expanded to fishermen, weavers. So with lot of commitment and thought process, we want the standards of the living of the people to be as far as any international highly economically successful country.
You know, you talked about buoyancy, sir. So let me ask you about the kind of revenue buoyancy that you expect, because you are going to have to allocate capital to ensure that all of these measures and schemes that you speak of take off.
See, so the investment, whatever we do for the schemes, I call it investment, not expenditure. So whatever invest we do on human development, skill development, it will come back. And that has been seen post-COVID, our revenue buoyancy has increased. We have, when I took over, there was a 5,000 crores deficiency, and at the end of March 31st, we ended up in getting 15,000 crores more than our target, and that's continuing in this year also.
So that means Karnataka will not ask for compensation post the GST period of 1st of July coming to an end?
No, June it's coming to an end, but anyhow, Government of India will take a call on that. Apart from that, Karnataka has its shares in the GST contribution in the country. So we are contributor states. So therefore, and we had a natural growth of 13 to 14% earlier to GST.
Yeah.
So that has to be compensated. That's our right. We will not give up the right.
You won't give up the right. Finally, the message to investors before we close.
See, we have got a very well policy, number one. Then, as I said, we have got a very good set of officers where they are converting the red tapeism into red carpet. Third is high-tech human manpower at all levels. And the fourth is ease of doing business. And Karnataka has been forefront in attracting FDIs for last 4 quarters. And here is a power surplus state. 60% of renewable energy is produced in Karnataka, and that's the future. And third, then the fifth and the last one is, please come to Karnataka. You will be very successful. You invest in Karnataka, and once you invest in Karnataka, I assure you that you will reinvest in Karnataka forever and make offers of profit.
Well, thank you very much for speaking to us. We wish you the very best of luck with Invest Karnataka, which is going to take place in November. And with your...
And we invite CNBC to be there in November.
Thank you so much, and we wish you the very best of luck with your meetings here in Davos. Appreciate your time. Thank you very much to the Industries Minister and the IT Minister as well. Well, that's it then from this edition of Davos 2022 from the Karnataka Pavilion, as the state makes a pitch to draw in foreign and domestic investment. From all of us here, for now, goodbye. Thanks for watching.